I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Happy Friday, I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We're going to have clouds hang around for today, as well as just a spotty rain chance for the rest of this morning and afternoon. But we are going to notice a change in temperatures for today. We're starting things off in the 40s. We are going to warm up into about the mid to upper 50s for this afternoon. Again, a few spotty showers here and there, but then temperatures will actually start to warm up. After a rather chilly morning, we will see temperatures in the 50s for the afternoon. Again, temperatures hold in the 50s for the evening, and we even increase those temperatures heading into the overnight. That's because we are going to see winds shift pretty quickly out of the south, but that comes ahead of our next rain and storm chance for Saturday evening. But Friday night looking mainly dry. First half of Saturday looking mainly dry as well. It's not until the evening and overnight when we are going to be expecting that next round of showers and storms that may linger into the very early morning hours of your Sunday. So if you have any Saturday afternoon to evening plans, you will need the rain gear. Temperatures in the mid 70s, and then we cool off on the backside of that frontal system that's moving through. However, we stay active with our weather with additional rain chances throughout much of next week.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning. I get a hot tea, please.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks for joining us. It is Wear Red Day. We are wearing red in honor of National Heart Month. This month is designated to bring attention and put focus on the fight against cardiovascular disease. Coming up in today's show, we are sitting down with the executive director of the American Heart Association of Tennessee. She talks to us about what the association is doing to share information with all of us on what we can do to better our health and our own fight against cardiovascular disease. She also has some tips for us, like getting out and moving, getting more active. She also talks to us about food and information that you can find on their website that could help with healthy meals that you can create at home. She is a wealth of knowledge and a lot of great information coming your way this morning. Later on in the show, we connect with a trainer who talks to us about getting active. And when I say getting active, if this is kind of new to you and you just want to put more focus on moving a little bit more, well, she has some great exercises for us that we can do when we're just standing in front of maybe watching the TV, folding some laundry, or maybe if we have a break at work, some things that we can do that are just simple and easy ways to move. But first this morning, let's get a check of our headlines.
Hello, here's the latest news and weather from Main Street Media TV. State Representative Mary Littleton is proposing the Ink of Hope Act, legislation that would mandate human trafficking awareness training for tattoo artists in Tennessee, making it the first state to formalize such a program. The Clarksville Police Department is investigating a homicide near Dunlop Lane and Ted Crozier SR Boulevard, with the assailant taken into custody at the scene. The Hendersonville Board of Mayor and Aldermen has approved the 2025 to 2035 Transportation Capital Improvement Plan, aimed at addressing traffic issues through strategies such as optimizing signals, reconfiguring roadways, and improving connectivity. The Clarksville Regional Airport, operated by the Clarksville-Montgomery County Regional Airport Authority, is planning to introduce commercial passenger services for northern Middle Tennessee, overcoming challenges including a pilot shortage. Volunteer State Community College and the University of Tennessee Center for Industrial Services are partnering to expand the Volunteer State OSHA Training Institute Education Center, enhancing occupational safety training across Tennessee and the Southeast. For more news and weather, visit us online at mainstreetmediatn.com. Thanks for watching.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. As mentioned at the top of the show, and if you don't know this already, it is American Heart Month, a very special month and something that we need to think about not just in the month of February, but throughout the entire year and really from this point moving forward. To talk to us more about what the American Heart Association is doing to bring awareness to, I guess you could say something that's could be considered tragic for all of us when it comes to health. I'm going to let Annie Thornhill kind of expand on that. She is the executive director with our Tennessee chapter of the American Heart Association. First off, I appreciate your time.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having us. And you're right, it could be considered tragic because heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the nation and of course here in Middle Tennessee. But what is empowering about it is that there is so much we can do to control our heart health and manage our heart health every single day. Actually, every minute of every day by being more physically active, by eating well, and by taking care of each other.
You know, we're going to talk about the theme for the month or for, you know, American Heart Month. And I did say tragic, so it is a crisis right now, which could turn tragic for those who deal with a cardiac issue.
Yeah, absolutely. When someone has a cardiac arrest, we need to step in right away and provide CPR. But most people who have a cardiac arrest outside of the hospital don't receive CPR until emergency response arrives. And what we want to do is help create a nation of lifesavers. Right. So rather than just have most people just stand by until help arrives, we want to have a nation of people who can step in and help save a life. And so how do we step in and begin hands-only CPR and provide a little bit of help until until EMS arrives? We know we can just do two things. One, call 911 to make sure EMS is on the way, and then 2, push hard and fast in the center of the chest. And so we're trying to get that word out, especially during Heart Month, so that we can make sure that literally, this is the goal at the Heart Association, because we like to set an audacious goal. Everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency. We want everyone to know how to be part of that nation of lifesavers.
Which, again, when she says everyone, not just adults, this is kids too, which brings me to your theme for this Heart Health Month.
That's right. We want to focus on children and CPR because we know that our young people are particularly susceptible and that nationally, 20 23,000 children will have a cardiac arrest, and that many of those are related to sports and sports-related injuries. So how can we be particularly ready for those situations? We should be really, really proud here in Tennessee. We had one of the very first statewide laws that encourages our schools to have cardiac emergency response plans. So our schools and our sports teams are ready, but are the rest of us ready? And do we have emergency response plans in place? And are we ready to be part of that nation of lifesavers who know what to do in case of an emergency?
Annie's going to let us know where we can turn to maybe find a CPR class where you are here in Tennessee. But I want to ask, when it comes to this health crisis here in 2025, has it gotten worse over the years? And if so, why?
Well, that's a great question. We just celebrated our 100th anniversary at the Heart Association. So
congratulations.
Yes, thank you. We love to celebrate our birthday. And one of the things that we celebrated as we hit that benchmark is knowing that we have cut heart disease deaths in about half in the last century. But we also know that it's still the leading cause of death. So we're proud of that fact, but we also know that we have a lot, very far to go. And so we have a lot of work left to do. So you're right to say that it's still the leading cause of death. We should be proud of what we've accomplished, but still focused on the work we have left to do. And folks can find a lot more information about CPR on our website at cpr.heart.org, and general information about general heart health at heart.org.
When it comes to having, being healthy, taking a healthier lifestyle, you know, we always hear tips on getting active, on eating better foods. What sort of information do you have on your website that could help us out in those areas?
Oh, we have a really good acronym that I like to help folks remember. It's Life's Essential 8. Okay. So we have 8 basic changeable behaviors that we can focus on. These are the 8 behaviors that are eating healthy, being more physically active. I know that you're physically active is important to you. Me too. I'm a runner. And so how are you thinking about those 8 behaviors that are focused on the things that you can control? Most of them almost every day. 4 of them are physical behaviors, and then 4 of them are the metrics that you can monitor, like your weight and your BMI, your cholesterol, those kinds of things, so that you know what you can monitor just for you and track your health outcomes. And you can look at those on our website. They used to be 7, but we added an 8th one, which is healthy sleep. So that's part of your emotional health and well-being. When we added that 8th one, I had to do a little work to track my healthy sleep, but since I've been doing that, I've been feeling better. So how are you tracking what you can do individually to live a heart healthier lifestyle? That's Life's Essential 8. Life
Essential 8. I love that. Not to put you on the spot, how many hours of sleep do you get a night?
Oh my gosh, it's not 8. I can tell you that as a busy mom. But I will also tell you that when I eat well and when I exercise is when I get my best sleep. And those are my best days. That's when I feel my best. And that's the great thing about being heart healthy, is that it is almost always immediately satisfying. You and I were chatting about that a little bit. That's the best thing about being heart healthy, is that when you make those little changes, you get that immediate, that positive reinforcement right away, that you feel a little better. And it's nice to feel a little better.
It is always nice to feel good. Okay, I know you're the executive director here, but why be such an advocate for heart health? What is that for you?
One of our volunteers said to me once that one of the great things about working alongside the Heart Association was that we feel good. And I'm quoting him in saying that because being heart healthy does feel good. We, the Heart Association, we are focused on grassroots advocacy, education, and empowerment. We lift up, and we have this vision around health and hope for everyone, everywhere. That's our vision for the 2nd century, and we feel that to our core. Every staff member feels that, and our volunteers feel that, and that's what we hope for the next 100 years. And that's what we want for every community that we reach and for the nation as a whole. And we just can't wait till 21, 24 when we get to check that one off the to-do list.
maybe someone can come back at some point to see just how far we've come. Some people out there may say, and I do find it challenging at times, especially if you have a family, you're on the go, you have so much happening. It is not easy to eat healthy foods. It's not easy to do this. You have something on your website that could help out with that.
Oh my gosh. We have a recipe index on our website that is extraordinary. You can find recipes based on the kinds of foods you love. You can search by I just want to eat chicken, I just want to eat, recipes that feature this kind of fruit, etc., desserts, all those things. You can find recipes that feature, soul food or, different kinds of food, etc. We almost have too many recipes. You're gonna be overwhelmed.
Is that possible?
Yeah, exactly. They have reviews in them, and the reviews are good. So definitely check out our recipe database on our website. It is extraordinary and really, really helpful to help folks, navigate. And we focus on food tasting good because food brings us together. And remember, like I said, health and hope for everyone, everywhere. We know that we want to be together and enjoy the time we have together. We're not trying to make meals less satisfying. We want to enjoy what we have together and have delicious, tasty food that fills the belly and fills the soul, but also allows us to eat more meals together over time.
I was just about to say that you saying more time together, not only there around the table, but being better to yourself will just give you more time with those that you love, and those that you love more time, with you. So I think that is beautiful. Where do you have programs? Do you have any outreach where we can connect more with the American Heart Association?
Oh, absolutely. You can actually email our office at nashville@heart.org, and you can find more about us on our website. If you want to get connected to our local team, we'd love to be connected. We can work with folks to do hands-only CPR demos with your organization, like church, community centers, workplaces. We'd love to do that. Blood pressure screenings, things like that. We want to meet people where they are and be embedded right in the community. So contact us anytime.
That is great, especially for those who may not live in Davidson County. That might be
across Middle Tennessee.
Across Middle Tennessee. So yes, keep that in mind. Give that website one more time, please.
It's nashville@heart.org.
Wonderful. Is there anything that I didn't ask that you would want to share?
I don't think so.
Okay,
yeah, we're
fantastic.
Good.
And you
Thank
mentioned that you're a runner.
Oh, yeah.
I run myself, and I know a lot of you may want to start walking a little bit more, getting out there on the roads to, just move a bit more than what you do. You can find a number of things online, and there's something that I looked at, this was a few years ago, from couch to your first 5K.
Yes, yeah.
And so a lot of great
Love
information
that.
can be found online, but I do have someone that's going to share some information. If you're looking to get active for maybe the first time or you haven't really moved all that much, well, Amanda Marshall, she is a trainer and she's a coach. She's phenomenal. She has some tips for us when we come back. Thank you so much for your time. Don't you guys go anywhere, because we are, like I said, we're coming back.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Hi, I'm Riley, a certified physician associate here at Premier Foot and Ankle Centers of Tennessee. We have a couple locations, Murfreesboro, McMinnville, as well as Franklin. We treat people of all ages. We're excited to get you back on your feet and hope we can help you today.
Call us today to schedule an appointment. We look forward to seeing you.
Because here at Premier Foot and Ankle, we believe that
the journey begins with happy feet.
Welcome back. It is suggested that we get 150 minutes of aerobic exercise per week. Yes, it could be just as simple as getting out in your neighborhood and walking around, maybe going to a local park, or you can do some movement and exercises in the comfort of your own home, or maybe when you're on break at work. I had the pleasure of connecting with trainer Amanda Marshall. She talks to us about some simple movements that we can do really at any time to help get that blood flowing and to start that exercise activity.
Something that's very, very important is being able to touch your toes. Okay. And as we age, that mobility tends to disintegrate, and our ability to touch our toes and do other movements, it kind of directly correlates to longevity. Mm-hmm. So something called a walkout, right? So you can just lightly bend the knees, reach down towards the toes. You don't have to be able to touch the floor with straight legs. You can, you can't, you don't have to. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Get the hands on the floor. Walk yourself out into a plank. You can stop it here. You can drop it to the knees. You can add a little push-up. You can walk it back up. So you can do a few of those. They're called inchworm walkouts. Or you can really just push the hips back, soften the knees, and tuck the hands in the crooks of the elbows. Tuck the chin. And just sway. Super easy to release the hamstrings, release the lower back from like a desk job or driving a lot. Push-ups are easy to do on the knees with your hands on, like if you got an inclined surface, put your hands on the cushion of your couch, walk your feet back. You can be in a plank, you can drop to your knees, you can get a little bit of movement while you're waiting for some water to boil. Jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks, that is good.
It's so simple.
Going back to the push-up, is there a proper form? Because I do see where it's a tricep push-up or where your arms go out.
So yeah, there are, and I have a hair in my mouth, sorry guys, but there are a lot of ways around all different movements. So first and foremost, obviously it's about staying safe, but at the end of the day, it's also about preference. Mm-hmm. Now, I prefer the tricep push-up, my wrists stacked under my shoulders and my elbows going directly behind me, because that's going to get me here, and that's also going to support my shoulders. Mm-hmm. You can do the wide push-up that is a little bit more targeting the chest, but it also depends, we need a safe hand placement. Mm-hmm. We don't want the elbows to go too far out, because then we're just stretching things that don't need to be stretched. Okay. So that's where personal training comes in. If it's something that you're not super comfortable in, but you're willing to look into it, that's where a personal trainer comes in. And that's kind of like a more intermediate advanced step to your journey in fitness, just because there's more money involved.
What about something for our butts? Like something for the booty?
So,
because we all want to build that up, don't we?
And it's peach season all year round,
yes.
Baby girl. So, I mean, again, at home, you can do a glute bridge one of two ways. You can support your back, your shoulders on a couch, on a stool, ottoman, whatever, or we can simply do it. Ankles under our knees, and we drive through the floor, through the heels, lift our hips, scoop our pelvis, tuck our chin, all right? And then we're gonna drop the hips, keeping the hips tucked, and squeeze the glutes on the way up. So you can just do a couple of reps of your glute bridge. You can play around with the timing to increase time under tension, make things more challenging.
This is another maybe key exercise that we can do on our own.
Walking lunges.
Okay.
Easy. Like you can just walk around the living room. You can do it without walking. You can do front lunges and you can do back lunges. So lunges are easy. Body weight squats are easy if we have that range of motion. If we don't have the range of motion, we can find a kitchen chair, sit on the chair, and then without leaning or boosting ourselves up, can we stand strong and tall and start to increase our range of motion by taking the chair away, lowering the surface that we sit on until we're at the point where we can do our body weight squat. So lots of different things.
Let me thank both Annie and Amanda for their time. I do appreciate all the information and tips that you had for us in today's show. Thank you guys for joining us. Go and enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, have fun. We hope to see you back on Monday morning.